Good morning, HC Muscle, bright and early here. Got dragged out for a chest workout, and I haven't even had a pre-workout yet, so I'm really like slanty right now. So I'm gonna mix this guy up right here, and I'll be training chest today, 13 weeks out from the Olympia, feeling really, really good. Got some rest under my belt, so I'm gonna be pushing it pretty good today. And yeah, can't wait to show you what that looks like, but gonna get a pre in me first. This actually happens to be my favorite. This is the Elite, so it's the non-stem, and it's the Berry Blast, the best flavor. It's almost empty. I gotta do last scoop, guys. Just like that. And then what I like to do too is, so this guy is really good for pump. So I have a scoop of this every time I train, for sure. And then if I'm feeling a little sleepy, I like to add the Ultra in there as well. So this, dragon fruit flavor, it's a new one. It's absolutely clutch. I love this stuff. The nice thing about the Ultra too is that like it's not like a really like jittery stim. It's more of like a relaxed, kind of like builds over time. It's got better ingredients than most of that other crappy pre out there. So I do a half a scoop, the Ultra. We're also gonna do some carbs. So everybody likes carbs. Get a nice pump. I'm gonna have a little bit more of this now because I'm kind of rebounding off of that Savannah win, and I'm not as depleted. So this helps obviously with training performance and also volumization for the muscle. So I'm gonna do one scoop of that, it's 25 grams of carbs. The other cool thing about right now is there's a lot of amateur competitors coming up to the biggest amateur show of the year. So it's the Canadian Nationals. That's where I won my pro card last year. So what is it, 3 weeks out for those guys now. And there's a lot of good guys. So I'm actually really, really excited to head down to Canadian Nationals this year and see who gets this. Well, only one pro card. So the best classic guy basically in this area will win his pro card, and it's very, very competitive. So it's cool to see all the guys in here doing that. Yeah, just like it's a good isolation of the chest, hits it all the way through, and I feel like I connect really well with it. So once you get it like primed, ready to go, there's less like kind of pain and aches and pains in the shoulder when you go to press. I've always had like issues with like impingements and things like that. So I make sure that I warm up really well on here before I do any kind of pressing. And I do these a little bit differently too. Like a lot of people, back in the day, it was always like keeping your shoulders down and back. And I actually kind of elevate I like shrug before I curl in. I find I get better connection with my chest, and there's more and more people coming out and saying that like, as long as your shoulder blades are stable, they don't have to be down and back. Like that's kind of like a fallacy now. So I found that you gotta kind of play with your scapula like setting for a lot of like pressing movements, and yeah, just find out what works for you. Like there's different body types, different people, like different preferences. So don't just listen to somebody that says do it this way and be like, that's the way to do it, because it might not be for your body type. What am I doing over in the free weight area, Laura?
What could you possibly be doing?
I don't know, I'm a little bit lost because I haven't been over here in months, but when I'm in prep, like I stick to the things that I know I'm like locked in, safe, sheltered, comfortable, because like you start to get like little aches and pains, joints and stuff are a little bit more dry, sore, everything, like you're not recovering as well because you don't have the food. So now I'm like kind of in this in-between phase where it's like a bit of a rebound. I'm not like in a off season, obviously, because I'm going to be competing again soon. But because I was so lean, like starting this prep 14 weeks out, I can't like carry that condition all the way through. This is actually interesting because like a lot of people do ask me like, do I have to stay like shredded all the way? And what I'm doing is like I'm rebounding out. I'm up like 10 or 11 pounds from last week when I competed. And then I'll probably like sit around here, maybe go up a few more pounds, and then we'll bring it back down. So it's actually very difficult to like recapture condition, like show after show. But it's nice because I get this like 3-month period where it's like an entire extra prep period, but I'm already in shape. So it allows me to eat more, train hard, hopefully grow some new tissue. And then in 3 months, it'll be like a lot better again because I have the time to put a little bit more size on and recondition. So that's why I'm doing a little bit of dumbbells here. I don't get too heavy because heavy weight, I mean, unless it's controlled perfectly, it doesn't grow muscle optimally. Like for me, I've always been about volume and good stretch, good contraction. No like herky-jerky stuff, just smooth gliding of the weights. And yeah, that's how I've gotten the physique that I have. So let's do some of these guys.
Eating for? Like
2016, so that was the first year they had Classic Physique. Yeah, you know what's funny is like 2016 when it was brand new, obviously they had to like develop a whole new criteria, what they were looking for, and they were very unsure at the beginning. Like Danny Hester won, he's like an older, great physique, but like just kind of grainy, dry, like he looked very vintage. And then Breon won. And then Chris has won ever since. So I think the evolution of it was really just like very like streamlined midsection, wide shoulders, sweeping quads. You basically have to have like a very like aesthetically pleasing, flowing physique. But now, like, I can't remember what year it was, they added an extra 10 pounds. And they did that at the amateur level too. So like when I first started, my cutoff was 220. Now it's 230. And for this last show, I was 220. So I have 10 pounds to grow, but it's like every division in bodybuilding, whether it's bikini, whether it's men's physique, classic, open bodybuilding, it gets bigger every single year. They just want bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's bodybuilding, so you can't really like complain about it or do anything that way. So I think at the end of the day, they're doing a really good job now with classic. Like they want someone with a classic structure, good condition. Condition goes without saying, you have to have condition. And pretty sizable now. So the thing I'm lacking in is the size, but I think I make up for it with condition and structure. So it's nice to be able to work towards that last kind of piece, and then once I'm there, hopefully, yeah, see where I stack up. This is a newer piece of equipment they have in here. It's kind of, it's very different. It's like it's a standing press. I've never actually seen one of these before. I've used this one a couple times now. And it's very like kind of tight in, but you got a really hard squeeze at the top. So not really. Like I think of it kind of like the Viking press, like the shoulder press. You got to you kind of get a little bit of leg drive into it. It's just like this place is a paradise, right? There's so many different types of pieces and we get so spoiled. Back in the day, if like LA Fitness or something picked one of these up, I'd be losing my mind. This is another day at the office here. I've taken like select in-person training clients on because the online coaching thing is definitely where people get the most benefit from, for sure. Like I tell everybody, like when I first started in the gym, I met Dorian and I was like, how do I become like this, you know? And it's like when you sign up for an online coach, you don't just get like a plan. If you have a good coach, you get like a mentor. So like if your goal is to be competitive or just simply improve your physique, like having that person that's done it and done it for other people like it's like anything, right? Like you play music, you meet a great guitar player, like it accelerates your growth so much that is by far the best money I have personally spent. And then that's what I do too, is online coaching. And then the odd person, they do need help with like body mechanics and like targeting certain groups and stuff. So I will do the odd in-person client at Pure Muscle Fitness. But bang for your buck online, without a doubt, is the way to go, for sure, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Instagram is the best way to get a hold of me, honestly. Like, I'm really active on there. But I have my website in my link. It's B-Course Fit, it's my Instagram. If you guys follow me, you can see like all my client transformations, kind of what I offer. And yeah, if I can kind of fit into like your belief system, then I'm always taking on clients. I'd be happy to work with you, so. All right, guys, that's chest. We ran through quite a few exercises. When I have a little bit more food in me energy-wise, I can push the volume. And it's always nice to have a training partner. Try to get Quinn to come in here and train, but he's in bed. No, he's not in bed. He actually had a client competing today. Otherwise, I'd get help with like force reps and stuff. I like to really push those into chest especially. It's good to have a spot, but didn't get that today. Just made it happen either way. And I want to let you guys know, this is the first time I'm talking about this. I will be releasing an Olympia special t-shirt and crew neck made by yours truly. Big 3 Media is going to be doing the art. And I'm super excited to share how that comes along with you guys. And if you want to pick one up, they're going to be on my website. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about it, probably do a pre-sale or something like that. And yeah, if you guys pick one up, you'll be supporting me through the Olympia. My first time, guys. So yeah, I'm excited to share that with you when the time comes, and I will catch you guys in the next video.